What's going on, guys? It's you talking to, and I'm back on 2K20, and today we're going to be doing a career simulation of Lamelo Ball. So I'm going to do this, basically I'm not going to do anything, no trades, no signs, no anything. So Lamelo Ball can sign, he can be traded, he can go anywhere, but I just chose the Knicks because they're my favorite team, and plus they have the first pick. Also, I now have 2K on my PC, so as you can see, Lamelo Ball, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards, Cole Anthony, and who is the last dude? Onyeka Okongwu now have cyber faces in the game. But if you guys do have been enjoying this video, hit that like button. Also, comment down below if you guys want to see some more NBA 2K20 videos. Also, subscribe if you guys are new around here. If you guys want to see some more 2K20 content, hit that notification bell so you guys can post a video. And right now, the Knicks have the #1 pick so far, but with the lottery, you never know who's going to have it. So the Knicks dropped to 3, and the Orlando Magic and the Chicago Bulls have the 1 and 2 pick. On to the draft. Who do the Magic pick? Anthony Edwards first. Who do the Chicago Bulls pick? Lamelo Ball. Looks like he's going to Chicago. So I just went ahead and switched over to the Chicago Bulls, and I made it so everything is auto, so I don't get to decide anything that goes on with his career. And if he switches a team, I'm just going to go to that team and make it all auto again. So to start out year #1, Lamelo Ball is a 79 overall at 19. So to start out the year, Lamelo is actually the starting point guard for the Bulls, getting about 34 minutes a game. So before the All-Star break, the Bulls are 28 and 27, and Lamelo Ball is averaging 20 points, 1.4 rebounds, 7.8 assists, 1 steal, and 0.2 blocks, while shooting 46% from the field and shooting 42% from 3. That's actually really nice. So at the end of year #1, the Chicago Bulls go 40 and 42. Lamelo Ball is your rookie of the year, averaging 20 points, 7.6 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.1 blocks, 48% from the field, and 43% from 3-point. Also 91 from the free throw line. And the Chicago Bulls actually missed the playoffs. So I guess it's on the year #2. The Chicago Bulls jumped from pick #6 to pick #3. So I guess they decided to get Cade Cunningham. I don't know if they're going to put Lamelo at the shooting guard. They also got this dude, Jahan. And at the start of year #2, Lamelo goes up to an 83 overall. And this year is a draft of Emoni Bates, Mikey Williams, Bronny, and Alex Antetokounmpo. And at the end of year #2, the Chicago Bulls go 30 and 52. This season, Lamelo Ball actually had the most points on the Bulls, averaging 20 points, 1.4 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.1 blocks, while shooting 51% from the field and shooting 45% from 3. Oh my god. They actually drafted Bronny and Jonathan Kuminga in this year's draft. And at the start of year #3, Lamelo is now an 88 overall, and I don't see Zach LaVine. So that means they must get rid of Zach LaVine just so they can start Bronny. And at the end of year #3, the Chicago Bulls go 30 and 52. Lamelo Ball once again is the highest scorer on the team, averaging 21.5 points, 2 rebounds, 7.1 assists, 1.5 steals, 0 blocks, while shooting 50% from the field and shooting 43% from 3. Looks like Chicago might lose out on Lamelo next offseason. At the start of year #4, Lamelo Ball is now a 91 overall, and also it is his last year on his deal with the Bulls. At the end of year #4, the Chicago Bulls go 34 and 48. Lamelo is once again the highest scorer on the Chicago Bulls, averaging 23 points, 1.9 rebounds, 7.9 assists, 1.5 steals, no blocks, while shooting 52% from the field, 46% from the 3. And at the start of year #5, Lamelo is now a 92 overall, also signed a 5-year, $183 million contract. At the end of year #5, the Chicago Bulls go 43 and 39. And the Bulls are actually the 6th seed in this year's playoffs. Hopefully their first playoffs will actually be able to make a splash. But looking at Lamelo's stats, he was the highest scorer, once again averaging 20.9 points, 1.7 rebounds, 9 assists, 1.3 steals, no blocks, while shooting 49% from the field, and also shooting 42% from 3. So can Lamelo and Bronny actually get them over the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis? Let's see if they can. Let's simulate the round. and looks like they are eliminated. At the start of year number 6, Lamelo is now a 93 overall. So at the end of year number 6, the Bulls go 41-41. This year, Lamelo put up a swift 22 points, 1.9 rebounds, 9.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 0 blocks, while shooting 50 from the field and also shooting 45% from 3. And they are the 7th seed taking on Miami, and they have Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, Kyle Kuzma, and also Vincent Poirier, also Greg Brown. All their team is really good. So let's see if they can actually win a playoff series. They're up 4-2 and they got the dub. Now going against the Washington Wizards, it looks like they only have Bradley Beal, but also they have Rui Hachimura, Chet Holmgren, and that might be all the best players on their team. Simulate this round, they're up 2. Oh, that was just a easy 4-2 series again. Now taking on Detroit. Now they have Darius Garland, Jalen Green, Amani Bates, and Clint Capella. They also have Markelle Fultz. Oh my, this team is really good too. Simulating this, and they actually beat them 4-1. Now in the finals against the Trailblazers. Let's see who their team is. Damian Lillard, BJ Boston, Denny Avila, Mo Bamba, Dennis Schroeder. But after seeing all the teams that they took out in those first 3 rounds, I think that this should be an easy series. Simulating this one, and they actually lost 4-3. At the start of year number 7, Lamelo is now a 92 overall, starting to regress at the age of 25. But they also signed LeBron James Jr. back to a 4-year, $147 million deal, trying to keep the dynamic duo together. At the end of year number 7, they go 52-30. And they're now the 3rd seed taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's look at their team. All they have is Gary Waters, Zeke, I don't even know how to say that last name, Jabari Parker. Now they have Greg Brown. I think that this should be a easy win for the Bulls. Looking at the stats, Bronny James, 27 points, 4.5 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal. Person we're here for is Lamelo, averaging 25 points, 2 rebounds, 10.7 assists, 1.8 steals, while shooting 50 from the field and also shooting 41 from 3. So I'm going to simulate this round, and they're down 2-1. Let me see if, okay, 2-2, 3-2. This should be the Bulls series. They went up 4-3. Now taking on the Celtics, Jaylen Brown. Oh, they got Bam now. Also Miles Turner. And this should also be a win too. Simulating this one, and 4-2 win over the Boston Celtics. Now taking on the Toronto Raptors, it looks like all they have is Pascal Siakam and Jaren Jackson, but also they have Bol Bol, Mitchell Robinson, Onyeka Okongwu. They have 3 centers all in their lineup. I don't know how they deal with it, but they do. So simulating this one, they actually win 4-3. Now they're taking on the Pelicans in the finals. They have Lonzo Ball, Dylan Brooks, Ignas Bridakis, Zion, that's now a 99, Evan Mobley, that's a 98. Yeah, that might be a GG's for the Bulls. So simulating this one, and they just got swept 4-0. Hello, Addy Rendauer. In year number 8, Lamelo goes up to a 93 overall, still has 2 more years on his contract. At the end of year number 8, the Bulls go 51-31. Lamelo All-NBA 3rd team once again. And they're now the 4th seed taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's look at their team. Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton, Alex Antetokounmpo, Andre Drummond, Aaron Gordon. And this should be an easy win. Looking at the stats for this season, Lamelo averaged 27 points, 2.6 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, no blocks, while shooting 51% from the field, also shooting 43% from 3. So let's see if they can actually beat the Hawks, and it looks like, oh, they just came back from a 3-0 series. Now taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have Tyus Jones, Bryce James, decided to follow after his father, Andrew Wiggins, Gary Waters, and Zeke. Also have Greg Brown. Simulating this, and they just got clean 4-0 sweeps from the Cavs. Trey Burke retires. At the start of year number 9, Lamelo is now at 93 overall. This is also his last year on his contract. At the end of year number 9, the Bulls go 45-37. This year they are the 8th seed, taking on the Philadelphia 76ers, who have Ben Simmons, Josh Green, Scott Barnes, Goga, also Malik Monk. Also, Joel Embiid is starting to regress really bad. Looking at the stats for this year, looks like his stats are starting to decline. He averaged 21 points, 2.3 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 1.4 steals, while shooting 49% from the field and also 43% from 3. So we're going to simulate this round. They're probably going to get blown out, but no, they actually won 4-1. Taking on the Celtics once again, Jaylen Brown, DeAndre Hunter, Bam Adebayo, Jahlil Okafor. This doesn't seem like a threat to them. Simulating this one, and they won 4-1 against Boston too. Now they're taking on Detroit. They have Markelle Fultz, Andrew Wiggins, Amani Bates, Clint Capella, Isaiah Stewart. Simulate this one, and they actually won 4-2 against Detroit. This team is for sure an underdog. Now taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. They still have Ja. They have Anderson Miles, Zaire Williams, DeAndre Ayton. Simulating this one, and they are the champions. Finals MVP, Lamelo Ball. KD retires. At the start of year number 10, Lamelo is now at 93 overall, and whoa, they actually signed D'Lo. Lamelo, 3-time All-Star. So in year number 10, the Bulls do a complete 360 and go 26-56. And this year, Lamelo scored 21 points per game, 3 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.4 steals, while shooting 49% from the field and also shooting 44% from 3. Christian Wood retires. At the start of year number 11, Lamelo stays at a 93 overall at the age of 29. At the end of year number 11, the Bulls go 42-40. And the Bulls are the 5 seed in this year's playoffs, taking on the Washington Wizards. They have Josh Christopher, Donovan Mitchell, Anderson Miles, Rui Hachimura, Zeke, and that's it. Looking at this year's stats, Lamelo averaged 24 points, 3 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.6 steals, no blocks, while shooting 50% from the field, also shooting 42% from 3. Simulating this round, looks like it's a pretty even, but no, they end up getting eliminated. Hello, Greg Baldwin and Francis Erickson. At the start of year number 12, Lamelo is now a 92 overall at the age of 30. So at the end of year number 12, the Bulls go 38-44. And this year he averaged 21 points, 2.7 rebounds, 7.9 assists, 1.3 steals, no blocks, while shooting 49% from the field and also 41% from 3. Kyrie Irving retired. At the start of year number 13, Lamelo is now a 92 overall. At the end of year number 14, they go 27-55. At the end of this season, Lamelo averaged 23 points with 2.6 rebounds, 8.9 assists, with 1 steal, shooting 50% from the field and also 41% from 3. Michael Bibby retired. So it looks like Lamelo Ball is staying in Chicago for another 5 years on a $286 million contract. And he's also now a 90 overall, starting to regress at the age of 32. At the end of year number 14, the Bulls go 25-57. Looks like this dynasty is starting to go downhill. Lamelo Ball, All-NBA 13. So in year number 15, this is where the decline actually starts to happen. He goes down 3 overall, so at 87 at the age of 33. At the end of year number 15, this might be the end of the Bulls franchise, going 17-65. Lamelo Ball actually gets 6th man of the year, so I'm guessing somebody else took his spot. And looking at his stats, it's starting to show that he is declining. He only averaged 18 points, 1 rebound, 7.2 assists, 1.2 steals, while shooting 45% from the field and 40% from 3. D'Angelo Russell retires. And at the start of year number 16, Lamelo and Bronny are now going down in overalls. He's now 84 overall at the age of 34. I probably would say that he wouldn't stick around that much longer in the NBA. At the end of year number 16, the Bulls go 25-57. Giannis Antetokounmpo retired. And at the start of year number 17, Lamelo Ball is now an 81 overall at the age of 35. I might just keep on simulating the rest of the seasons until he retires. And that is going to do it. Lamelo Ball, after 17 years in the league, has retired. Looking at his award history, he was a one-time NBA champion, 6-time All-Star, 3-time third All-Team NBA, 1-time Sixth Man of the Year, and 1-time Rookie of the Year, also with first team All-Rookie. And does he make the Hall of Fame? And he does. Him and his co-founder, Bronny. Looking at the team records, Lamelo actually had no records that he broke, other than when he had 10 turnovers on April 17th, 2034. But on the other hand, in the playoffs, he did have 11 3-pointers made in one game, also 10 3-pointers made in one game. He also had 18 assists in 2027 to put him on the board. But this is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button. Also, comment down below if you guys want to see some more NBA 2K20 videos on my channel. Also, subscribe if you guys are new around here and want to see some more NBA 2K20 content. Hit that post notification bell so you guys can post a video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.